Alright, so welcome back guys to another video. We're in my room, my little area. We're not in the field right now taking any photos. I hopefully will be out there later tonight and get you guys a video of that again. But fun, I did order the chest mount. So the chest mount is coming so I can have my phone on my chest instead of having you guys on a little tripod. If you guys don't know what tripod I use for it, I should have probably shown this in the equipment video and I didn't, which kind of sucks. I use this little guy. Pretty much phone, clips in there. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff in the equipment video I actually didn't go over. The other thing that I have, sorry, is my tripod. I did not actually show that in my gear video, which I should have probably done. But in the video, this is a 6-foot tripod. I'm not gonna fully extend it. Um, but yeah, it's actually I have $35 or something like that off Amazon. The tripod I got with my camera was like a tiny little piece of shit. And yes, I know people go, you don't need a tripod for photography, blah blah blah. If you want a tripod, buy a tripod. Figure out how to use the tripod. It's your money. Spend it how you like. I will always, it's your choice. It was my choice to buy this. I use it here and there. I always bring it with me just in case I need it. You never know when you're going to need it. Especially for nature photography, which I haven't really done that yet. But if I ever get to the point where I'm out in the woods, sitting somewhere in camouflage, trying to get fucking deer on a photo, I'm going to use this. Don't listen to people that tell you you don't need shit. If you want it, buy it. Except if you're poor and broke, don't do that. This was in my budget. Always budget, kids. Don't just spend your money like wildfire. So, but I'm saying this because if you do, wow, I just hit my fucking desk with my the phone tripod. I'm saying that because if you really, really want a tripod for certain types of photos, do it. I got it for sunsets because it makes it easier, to just leave it sitting there while the sun's going down. Then you find the shot you want, you can take it off there, use freehand, blah blah blah. That's why I'm saying that, because this video has now gone really off topic, but I just felt like ranting about that. Because there's some photographers I've watched on YouTube, nature photographers, other types of photographers, car photographers, there's all this different type of stuff I watch. But some of them preach that you don't need a tripod, which is correct. You don't need a tripod to be good at photography, but if you really truly think you need one for certain scenarios, buy it. This is just for my phone. It literally, little mount. I showed it in one video, but I'll show it again. It just sits there, and you guys sit up there, and I walk around holding it like this. But I'm really happy to get the chest mount because then I won't need this as much. I won't have to hold it. My hands will always be free for photos. And if I get a photo and I don't have this, if like there have been situations with me at least where I've wanted to record myself taking a photo, but I couldn't because I didn't have the chest mount. And always go back to that deer clip. I had to set y'all down. I couldn't just have you guys on the chest. You guys couldn't hear the noises the deer were making at me, and I really wish I was able to record that. But if you look up noises deers make, you'll hear the huffing noise that he made. But back to the basic of this video, because now I just went on a side tangent, but I'm gonna leave that in the video because side tangents are what we do here. I am ADHD, and we're all gonna, you know, live with it. So let me just adjust my camera for y'all real quick. So we're gonna get into these photos. I'm gonna tell you guys which lens I was using and things like that. So for these, this is my little sunset spot. It's a parking garage. It's an 8-story parking garage that I go to near me. I use the 18 to 55 lens with this. Context of it, there was an ice storm the day before this, and I heard dripping water, and the lighting, as you can see with this image right here, the lighting was perfect for it. Oops. The lighting was perfect. And yes, in Lightroom, I did bring up the lighting a little bit because it made it have more of a golden effect. Same with these. I preach that you are allowed to edit your photos. There are some people that think editing your photos is wrong. I disagree with them. There's no modern photo that you can find that hasn't been edited. I don't use Photoshop though, because I don't know how the fuck to do that. But I also don't need Photoshop. Some photographers do use it. They make really great photos out of it. I don't judge people for that. Do what you do what you love. We always preach that here. But pretty much parking garage, water. And I loved it because I kind of put these in the wrong order. But yes, the water was dripping from down. I got that splash picture, which I didn't actually realize I got until I went back and looked at all the photos I took. Then I kind of, I put it down in portrait. I had it sitting here on the water and ice. took the photos, and I loved it because if you look at it a certain way, since this is, a different water drop than what's here. But if you look at it a certain way, I'm just going to kind of move my camera over here so you guys can kind of see it a little better. It literally looks like water hits, splashes, boom. I love these photos. Some of my best photos ever. I love it. We're going to go on to the next photo, which is the green light. That's kind of what I nicknamed it. This was actually a very fun one to take. So for the two shots right here on the right, there is an area near me called the Bowl. And I kind of was just trying to, get in the night photography. I didn't really know how they do it. I figured out how to on my camera, and I was very happy. I didn't, because, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how this, how to work this to its best ability. And it's going to take time. It takes everyone a certain time. Certain things I pick up on quick, certain things I don't. But I used both lenses for this. For the two on the right, it was the 1855. For the one on the left, which is the most ominous looking photo I've ever taken, and I love it because you could use it on an album cover. If anyone who wants it for an album cover, email me. I'll get you your photo. It's gonna cost you though. But for this one, I used a 75. I didn't zoom it at all. I kind of just had it for the extra length because there's a little creek that I ran through, and I didn't feel like getting my shoes wet. But these are some of my best photos as well. Some of my best night photography photos ever. And yes, they were in Lightroom. Because everything needs touched up. They didn't come out. They came out really good, but Lightroom made them look better. But that's what I did for these photos. Now I'm pretty sure the next slide is more nature photography, more nature based. So we're just gonna go over that as well. No, it is not. It is parking garage. All right, so this is a different parking garage that I went to. This was a second or third time I've gone out taking night photos. I was trying to just find a spot and also look for a sunrise spot, which tomorrow I should be having a sunrise video for you guys. I don't really know how that's gonna go. It's probably gonna be more me using the tripod and trying not to freeze my ass off on top of a parking garage. But so again, for these photos, I used the 18 to 55 mil. It's probably one of my go-to for night photography. At least this is one of my go-to lenses because I'm not trying to, you know, get pictures of birds, really good, high-quality pictures of birds. I'm trying to just have this. Usually for night photography, and I'll show y'all real quick if I can pull up my camera. Usually for it, let me just real quick. Usually for night photography, I start at about 1 of 125th for my shutter speed, allowing me to bring in more light. Um, my F kind of just depends on what I'm doing, and the ISO I do adjust here and there depending on how bright it is, what area I'm in. For here, I think I had it probably more lower of 100, 120, 120, 100, somewhere around there. The ISO I probably had cranked at 32 or 1200. Something like that. But these photos also turned out really, really good. I love just doing photos like this. If you guys, if you guys see the Instagram, a lot of my photos are road shots. I don't know what about road shots that I like so much, but there's something with it just being on the ground angle and just taking it. I love that so much. That's why and with this, it just kind of made sense. For this one, it's more far back, so actually you can see I was standing right about in this area when I took this photo. I backed up, saw this light hitting the road, and I was like, oh, that would look really cool. Took the photo, and it turned out really well. We're gonna move on to the next. So this is where I'm gonna put the camera in the middle. I totally didn't do that on purpose. I really didn't. But so nature photography is one of those things I'm trying to get good at, which I've said. I kind of realized that this all looks like the same bird, and it's not. It's different videos. Now, this was in the video I posted yesterday. I was probably standing about 5 to 10 feet away from him with the 75 to 100, 300 millimeter lens. And that is why the photos are so crisp. I was super close, the lighting was perfect, and for some reason, he just did not give two shits about my existence. But he did allow me to get some really good photos, so these two are from that guy. This is from video 1, and this one's from video 1 as well, which, shit, whoopsie, video 1 as well. But I was able to get some really good photos. Getting a little better at the nature photography. It is kind of a pain in the ass though, because during the day the birds aren't really active as much because it is January. about to be February, so hopefully more near the springtime, I'll be able to get more birds. I've gotten some robins and stuff. Uh, Not robins, sorry, cardinals. But they weren't the greatest photos. So we're going to go on the next slide. My favorite picture, my friend Michael, he loves this picture as well. It is the deer photo. One of the best photos I've ever taken. And I am very lucky that I have that. Sorry for breathing into the mic. I am very lucky that I got this clip picture, and the recording of it as well. I was very happy I was recording that moment. I love that deer, but you can see him stomping at me and stuff. Probably one of my favorite pictures ever. Now we come over to the crane. This was also a really good photo. Sadly, I did not record this one. This is my first time ever going to the location that the deer was at, actually. And I just looked over my left and I just kind of saw him walking. And I just realized something. Is that his foot? Oh, that might be his foot right there. I don't think it is. No, it doesn't look like his foot. But really great photo. For this one, I had this lens on actually. I had the 18 to 55 on. That is fully zoomed in. I didn't have the 75 to 300 on. And then I actually tried to walk up closer to him. So I tried to put my bag down, all that good stuff. Put this lens on, trying to walk up. And I see him. I take my camera and I pull it up immediately, and he just looks at me. And I go to take a photo of him. And I straight up just go like this. I watch him fly away. It sucked, man. It sucked watching him fly away. It really did. Now we're gonna move on to the next. Oops, went a little too fast. These are two different shots I've kind of taken. We're gonna start over here. This one I took in video one as well. This is just a regular landscape shot. I cropped it a little bit to make it look better, but it's just of marshland. But in my opinion, you can turn anything into a really good photo. This photo is really, really good, in my opinion. It's not one of my best, but it's good. And good is what you want. You want to try to expand your horizons, see what you can get, you know. This one, I wasn't recording at the time. I didn't even start recording yet when I took this, but it's just some raindrops on, a bench. It's simple, but it looks really nice. The background looks nice. Now, someone could probably sit here and critique it, and I can critique it myself. The raindrops aren't as focused as I want, but it still looks good. You just gotta worry about what looks good. You don't need to worry about anything else. Now we're coming to the night photos again. The purple streetlight photo. I have a clip on my Instagram. I don't know if I actually put it on my YouTube, but I was in a Discord call with one of my buddies, and a truck just pulled out, started speeding up, almost hit me, blah blah blah. This is the photo I got after it though. I love the way it was hitting. This building also, I was just driving around and I was cut through because I saw it off the road and I tried to find it. But what I did was, for these two photos at least, it was manipulating the light. So let me move my camera so you guys can see this one a little better. I didn't realize my camera was blocking it. All I did was manipulate the light. It is a portrait shot. I was sitting in my car. I didn't even leave my car for this photo, but still looks really good. When you're taking night photography, I've learned that you really need to use light to your advantage. During the day, you kind of take it for granted because it's everywhere, like you have the sun and everything else. At night, that is your main thing. You need light. You need to be able to take your photo. You need to be able to see. You want to not see it. I shouldn't say see. You want to bring something out. And that's what I did in this photo. I brought out the lights that they have inside the building. You can see the other lights too. It still looks really good. Now we're moving on to the snow photos. Again, this is more. I've kind of realized this video is turning into light. This is more light manipulation. This was when it was snowing. This was video. What video was this that I posted? It was like 3 or 4. 3? Video 3? Yeah, video 3 was all snow. So I'm going to move my camera a little more in the center. Try to center it up. No. Now we'll just leave it. We're not over that. On the left, I really mainly wanted the lights off the cop car, and that's what I did. I got the lights off the cop car, and you can see how it's in the snowflakes and everything else. I can't zoom in because this is in Lightroom, but light manipulation. This one on the right, same thing kind of, except this guy was walking. I don't think that's the final copy of that photo. It's whatever. I'm pretty sure this isn't the final copy of it. I think it might be actually because it does look like the final copy. It doesn't matter though. Again, he was walking. I just took the photo. I saw him walking. I took advantage of it. people trying to, and one thing for me too, I'm trying to get more photos of just like people, random people out in the streets just walking. That is one thing I need to get good at too. For its nature and that. Basic building type things I know how to do. That's basic. The other one's movement, things like that. Now we're just gonna move on to a couple more. I'm gonna throw the camera down here in this little bottom right area for y'all. But yeah, so more street shots. This is again more snow, again ground angle, which I really like this angle because I think you're able to just get more of a perspective like what's going on. It's like a kind of a first person type of view to it. But more light. I was mostly for these using the light on the snow. This one I love. This one's alright. It's not the greatest. This one's pretty good. It's not the greatest though. But you know, you just gotta kind of take photos of everything you see, everything you want to do. Alright, so we're gonna bring the camera back to main focus. Alrighty. That's gonna have to do. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me explaining more. I might post a video of me editing photos later on. We will see. I usually do that late at night. I don't have enough energy to do all this talking that I'm doing now. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hopefully I can bring you all a night video as well. That would give me 3 YouTube videos to edit in one night. We'll shoot more for the sunrise video, hopefully. I'm really hoping that works out. But I hope y'all have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, like every 2015 YouTuber said. I'm probably also going to say it. It's easy to say. Please go follow the Instagram if you haven't. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night, and have a good one, y'all.